An Ju-bak, nominated as South Korea's defense minister, sparked a political stir at his confirmation hearing by addressing wartime operational control. What is this authority, and why does its transfer matter now? Wartime operational control, as the term implies, is the authority to command military forces during a conflict. Since President Syngman Rhee transferred operational control to the United Nations Command during the Korean War, South Korea's operational control has been under a 4-star U.S. general through the command structure of the ROK U.S. Combined Forces Command. Wartime operational control refers to the authority to determine where to deploy troops and how to operate them during joint operations in wartime. On the other hand, operational command is at a higher level, involving the organization of troops and the issuance of tactical orders to them. Above that is the prerogative of Supreme Command, which the President is vested with in South Korea. Currently, wartime operational control is held by the U.S.-led CFC, but this only means the authority to operate troops during wartime is delegated, not that the South Korean military is under the U.S. military's orders. Proponents of transferring wartime operational control typically cite two key reasons. The leading argument is the pursuit of a self-reliant defense, meaning a nation should defend itself without foreign oversight. Critics say it undermines sovereignty if Korea can't control its military during war while the U.S. remains heavily involved. Those opposed to the transfer typically cite how the South Korean military is unprepared, but those in favor counter that its operational capabilities have greatly improved compared to the past. Those against the transfer stress that South Korea's security challenges go beyond North Korea, pointing to the region's complex ties to the wider security dynamics of Northeast Asia. They argue that in a situation where China and Russia continue to cooperate with North Korea, transitioning to a structure where South Korea solely leads the command without U.S. involvement could weaken extended deterrence. In other words, those opposed to the transfer criticize that while the concept of self-reliant defense, emphasized by those in favor, may sound nice, it fails to properly address the reality of security.